Hello, parents of Scorpio teens or Scorpio teens yourselves. Welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your viewership as well as your subscriptions. So, I will be posting, and what I intend to do in this reading, Scorpios, is to provide you with some insight on what you can expect during your school year term 2023 to 2024. Now, parents, I've decided to do this reading so that you could get more engaged with your child's life as well as with his or her education because, as we know, there is an epidemic with gun violence out here. So, by doing these readings, I thought that perhaps if you, parent, would just simply listen to these readings and just to gain some insight into what your child might be doing so that you could make sure that your child succeed beyond his or her wildest dreams. Okay, rest assured that this reading simply will not resonate for each and every one of you out there, but for those for whom this reading is meant, I certainly hope it offers you the valuable information that you're seeking. Now, with this reading, it's mostly suitable for ages 13 through 19. Okay, I am going to do this reading as if I'm directing it towards you, Scorpio, but parents, of course, this reading is mostly so that you could be more engaged with your child's life. Okay, so with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to use my tarot for kids deck in order to illustrate your reading. And I'm going to share with you, starting off with the major headliner or the theme that's pervading your reading. And then I'm going to share with you what I'm seeing that may have already occurred to you in the past, what might be occurring, Scorpios, in the present, obstacles toward your success. Then I'm going to share with you what might be hidden in your situation and share with you uh, some practical advice to help you get to where you would like to get to in terms of course, being successful this year. And then I'm going to provide you with some insight into your probable future should you continue on as you are, Scorpios, okay? So let's go on and just ask Spirit, show me the truth in Scorpio's situation. And parents, once again, I hope that you are being very attentive to this reading, okay? Spirit, show me the truth. What is the headliner pervading this reading? What is the headliner, if you will, pervading this reading? Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, so, okay, so Scorpios, we have the Empress. All right. So, right off bat, having that card there, Scorpio, that tells me that this is going to be a year, Scorpio, of you're going to be certainly reaping what you sow. Okay? And Spirit is giving me a strong indication that this year you are certainly urged to focus more on your creative abilities, which might include, but not limited to, Scorpio, perhaps further enhancing your skill in art or craft, or perhaps music, drama, or some of you might even involve yourselves in a project dealing with nature, I'm seeing. You might even find yourself caring or even looking out for someone, and could be, Scorpio, a younger sibling, I'm getting. All right? I feel that many of you, you're certainly going to find your teachers, you're going to be more nurturing and kind, okay? But they may come across in a way that you feel that they're threatening in some way here, but they are doing what's needed for your highest good here, I'm seeing. For those of you older, okay, because we do have the Empress card here, Okay, there is a strong possibility that some of you might even be contemplating marriage, or even perhaps you might even discover that you're pregnant. Okay, this card is urging you, Scorpio, to just try to go with the flow this year. Okay, try to, Scorpios, um, surrender worry. This year certainly is going to be a time, I'm getting here, for you, Scorpio, for growth as well as opportunities here. So it looks like that you guys are going to be kind of experiencing, or you're going to be dabbling in a lot of new things that you have yet to, involve yourself with those type of activities. Okay. So let's go on and just pull a card here to see what may have already occurred in your past. Wow, looks like we have a bully here. So this is the bully card, Scorpios. Okay, let me just make sure you see it. It's the bully card. So that's the same card, as you would see in most tarot decks, is identified as the devil. Okay, it could be a Capricorn or a an earth type quality sign that may have badgered you, or you may have badgered them, like a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus here. But with this card, it's all about attachment, you know, domination and limitations here of all sorts. It shows, Scorpio, a vicious cycle. And it's a good thing that this card is in your past here, because it even shows addiction. So it seems to me that in the past, it seems that there was a need for you to really stand up for yourself last school term, okay? And it might be still leaking over a little into this, but it was more so in your last school term, I'm feeling. And it seems like you dealt with a really a bullying person, or it could be a bullying type situation that may have occurred, that occurred here, okay? It seemed, Scorpio, that you were attached to ideas that weren't even serving you or serving your evolution. Perhaps you were just simply being your own worst enemy here. I'm seeing that a lot of you may have even dabbled in drugs, or, alcohol, or you just did something a bit too excessively here. Okay? Your behavior seemed to have been a bit self defeating, Scorpio. Keep in mind, if this reading is resonating, be sure to give this reading a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and then be sure to press that subscription button, okay? And I see that it looks like that many of you even, in fact, engaged in very risky behavior, to include, again, but not limited to, smoking excessively, or just taking pills, or just, just partying like a rock star, if you will, okay? I feel that many of you did come to the conclusion, however, that you were not being true to yourself, okay? And a lot of you might even have problems with your sexual identity, I'm getting here, okay? You needed to, your emotions seem to have been all over the place, I'm getting last year. And I'm seeing a lot of disappointments that may have abound for you guys, or and aborted opportunities. And some of you seem to have, it looks like you were trying very hard, Scorpio, to please others, okay? And you were just surrounded by very toxic people who seem to have been pushing you to do things that you really didn't really want to do here, that I'm getting. So it shows all types of problems here. So it's more than likely that you might have didn't do as well as you would want to have done, because of this bullying type situation. Okay? Let's move on and see, bring you more current here, and just pull a card to see where you are in terms of your present situation, Scorpios. All right. So you, right now, you're at the Fool card here. The slate is clean. I'm kind of getting here with this card here. Okay? And with this card, it's certainly showing that Many of you are willing to take a risk, or you're taking a risk and you're trying to make a concerted effort to try new things. I'm getting. And you see how the symbolism of this card, it seems to be all about uh, adventure, optimism here. Okay? So it looks like that I'm seeing many of you, you're going to be taking new classes, or you may even enter a new relationship. And I'm just seeing you actively trying to take things or to do things unlike what you've been accustomed to doing here. And I feel that many of you this year, you're going to be very confident here. You're going to be just like this fool here, you know? And it doesn't mean that you're going to be a fool, but in some aspects of your life, you do have to understand that try not to make irrational decisions here as well. Because this card really asks you to embrace change, or it certainly is going to be thrust upon you, Scorpio. It's time that you surrender fear, okay? And I get a sense too that some of you might even be changing schools, or you're going from junior high school to high school, or some of you might even be going to college here, or just moving, away, or relocating, or some of you might be going through a divorce. I mean, you not yourself, but your parents might be going through one, and you have to embrace that change. Okay? And this card is asking you to embrace more hope and to trust more in the process. All right? So let's go on and select the card here and just see what obstacles might impede success this year. Okay, you have the Emperor. All right? So this connects with an Aries, or it could be like a fire type sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or in fact a Leo. It's an authoritative type figure. And it could be male or female, ladies and gentlemen. It could be a teacher, it could be a father, or someone who is like a father figure, okay? I feel that the obstacles, we're going to look at this card in terms of obstacles. So it seems that you're going to find yourself struggling really for your own autonomy, if you will, your own Scorpio's personal freedom. You're going to struggle with taking responsibility for things when you know that you should. Or just simply, Scorpio, you're just allowing your emotions to be the ruler of your day here. Okay? Or you just might be trying to dominate others. So let's just look back here at this bully card here. So, Scorpio, is it you who was this bully, or was it someone bullying you here? Okay? It seems that you don't like to take orders from others, or you feel as if I feel that you're going to feel as if, excuse me, a teacher or someone is always kind of signaling you out. And they're doing this to just pick on you, Scorpios. Or you're going to feel that perhaps your parents might even be setting impossible rules that you certainly can't achieve here. This card is telling me that you need to surrender negative thinking. But another thing, too, Scorpios, you might want to control your spending. It seems that you spend lavishly and you spend beyond your means, and you need to stop. It's going to get you in trouble. All right? So now let's go on to take a peek here, Scorpios, and see what's hidden in your situation. Scorpios, keep in mind that if this reading is resonating, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share it with others to whom you think might benefit, and be sure to press that subscription button, okay? So now let's just see what's hidden in your situation, Scorpios. Wow, you have the World. So the fool has finally ended his journey. Amen. Scorpio, this card represents success. It represents the culmination of everything that add up to equal up to victory. It shows achievement, Scorpios. However, it does show that you need to be realistic in your approach, but it certainly shows reward, fulfillment here. So some of you are going to do very well. Most of you, I'm getting, you're going to do very, very well this year, because this is a very victorious card here. Some of you may even rise to the top of your class here. as well with seeing this card. Okay? Now let's go on and just go on and select another card here, ladies and gentlemen, just to give you more practical advice on what you might need to consider moving forward here to continue to make sure that, to ensure that this card is what's hidden here. This is a very successful card. You got to do it big this year, Scorpio. So you have the will here, and we're going to look at this card in terms of offering you practical advice on your situation, on things that you might consider moving forward here. So, of course, you know the will, ladies and gentlemen, is all about choice. Okay, it's all about fate. It's all about luck and success and good fortune. It's been echoing throughout your reading that it's time that you embrace change here. Prepare now for the unexpected. It's time, Scorpio, that you find a way to adapt to this change so that you won't feel disoriented. Again, embrace new subjects. Embrace new friends and new opportunities because they're where your success will come. This year will certainly give you another chance to prove yourself. It shows that by the end of this year, you're certainly going to be in a better position, Scorpio. Okay? A better position. A position that certainly is going to make your family very, very happy. All right? So what I like to do now is go on and just select a few more cards here just to give you an indication of what your outcome might be here. Okay, we have that Nine of Wands here, or Swords here. So that shows that, this is strongly urging you that your fears are unfounded. Surrender your fears and take a risk here. Don't worry about, things over which you have no control here. And then you have change here. It's certainly, this is the death card as it's represented in the tarot there. So that card is telling you that, change is certainly inevitable. It certainly is going to come, or as I told you once before, it's going to be thrust upon you. And actually it refers to you, Scorpio. It shows an ending is coming. You're going to end something and you're going to move forward to something new here. It's all about transformation, a profound change. And while you're going through this change, certainly you're going to feel a bit uncomfortable, but this feeling will soon pass, Scorpio. And some of you might even be relocating once again. I have to stress that, or even changing schools. And these changes are meant to happen. Know that everything happens for a reason, and many of you are serious. You're going to be very serious. This card is telling you to be very serious with your studies because you're going to do well here. And I see some of you also having an interest in crime or murder type books here that I'm getting. And then, in order to welcome the change, you're going to have to balance. This is the Temperance card. Okay? You're going to have to, balance things. Keep a balanced approach in everything that you are doing. Okay? So, Scorpios, this is your reading. I certainly hope that it has offered food for thought. It looks like you're going to have a very adventurous year with a lot of new things coming up for you. I also feel that a lot of you are going to rise to the top and you're going to do very well this year. So surrender fear and embrace change. Don't resist it. Okay? Once again, thanks a lot for viewing. Please remember to give this reading a big thumbs up. Share with others to whom you think might benefit. And should any of you wishes to have a more personalized reading, you can certainly access my website to purchase your reading there if you're 18 or older. And for you parents, of course you can. Or you can also send me an email, all right? So thanks so much for your time. I look forward to hearing your comments. Enjoy your day now.